Who's excited to be here this morning? What a beautiful day. Beautiful, beautiful day. We're going to be getting started with the program here momentarily. So once again, I want to invite everybody up a little closer to my system right out here.
And you're helping to spread the word that there's hope and recovery from mental illness. With support from family and friends, people are able to regain their lives. It takes perseverance and help from friends, but recovery is possible. Some of us may be supporting the walk in memory of family or friends who died as a result of mental illness. This is a tragedy, and we will walk to remember them.
NAMI stands for the National Alliance on Mental Illness. We educate, we have support, and we have advocacy. NAMI has support groups for family members who have an individual with mental illness, and NAMI also has support groups for people who actually have a mental illness. The original support was taking the NAMI Family to Family class, and there you meet other people that have loved ones with mental illness, and you find out you're not alone. And that class changed the lives of our family. Well, there's a big stigma with mental illness, and so when your loved one has a mental illness, people don't want to hear about it, and you're afraid to tell about it, and so you kind of are isolated. Mental illness is a brain disorder. It's an illness that affects the brain, and when people have cancer or diabetes, families are very easy to talk about it and accept it, and your friends come and visit and bring casseroles, but when someone's ill with mental illness, none of that happens usually. We are having a walk for raising funds for NAMI so that we can continue our classes and our support groups and our advocacy.
My husband was diagnosed with bipolar disorder and really didn't get much treatment for many, many years. And finally in 2008, I was given the name of the NAMI organization, and I consequently joined and became a very active member and became a family teacher. And it really did help me cope with his relapses. And unfortunately, though, he succumbed to a fatal depression by way of suicide in 2010. And so having the NAMI family around me really is the one thing that kept my head above water. And I can tell you that unequivocally. And so I really thank God for NAMI. And I do continue to teach the family-to-family class with Teresa Baumhoff every spring. And the classes are getting larger and larger, and the family members are demanding better and better treatment, which is exactly what we want to have happen.
How would you categorize the approach to mental health, or the responsiveness to mental health in the United States?
Well, we all know what the answer to that is. It's substandard. And for some reason, the stigma still continues to be very strong. And one of my lifetime goals in the memory of my husband is to try to be a stigma buster, and I do that every chance I get. I think it's a fantastic organization.
I have several speakers here who would like to share why they are walking here today and what NAMI means to them.
I am the family member of someone who has a mental illness, and NAMI has been a real blessing to me and to our whole family. It's helped me to learn more about what mental illness is and how to try to, as a family member, cope and provide appropriate care. NAMI has tried to have hope be the thing that you appeal to try to motivate people. And I think part of what most fuels hope is gratitude and thankfulness.
Yeah, and I'd just like to add to that as somebody who does have a diagnosed mental illness, I'm very thankful for how far treatments have come, for how far medications have come, and how much more awareness there is in the medical community. Because when I first started having symptoms, nobody really knew what was going on, and that was very much the story of a lot of us. And so we're very thankful that people are understanding what's going on and getting to have treatment and intervention earlier. So thanks for being a part of this wonderful movement, and be encouraged that we're getting somewhere. Thanks.
There are a lot more people willing to come forward and talk about this openly and put their names to it and have their pictures taken, and that is really important because we need to show people what's going on, not just tell them. For people to relate to this, they need to see that this is happening to families like theirs and could happen to anybody. So I know that not everybody is quite ready to do that yet, but I really appreciate the courage of people who are, and it's making a huge difference.
Good morning. Thank you so much for being here. This means a lot to everybody all across the state, not just Des Moines area, but all across the state, because your testimony to how important this is to people and their families, and your understanding of everything that families and individuals go through. And so I just want to briefly say thank you to all of you and tell you how much you are all appreciated. And have a good walk.
Thanks for coming.